All right, welcome to the Battle of the Sexes, where we debate and argue over different topics. So with all that said, let's go.
Do you even think that men value marriage today?
Yes,
Then why aren't more men married?
because they saw the game already.
What's that mean?
They have seen a lot. They've seen how wives been out here acting, how girlfriends been out here acting
With somebody else.
with somebody else.
Girls are cheating.
They've been cheating.
You think girls cheat more than men?
Absolutely.
Who's better at it?
Women. They got better people to cheat with.
What's that mean?
That means that you have a better partner to cheat with. Men are better to cheat with than women.
Oh, because
Because they're not gonna tell.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not gonna pressure no relationship and be like, you need to leave your man and be with me. They just gonna hang back and play that position. So that's why.
You know what women do? They're treacherous.
Yeah.
Women want to steal your man. They want to sneak up on you. They want to take what you have. And for no other reason, just to see if they can. They don't even really want the man.
Exactly. They just don't want you to have him.
Right.
Sometimes it's out of spite. It's not that they care about hurting you. They want to hurt him. They
Yeah.
see that he ain't going nowhere. So she got to call you at work and text you and send you the screenshots and tell you everything that happened. So, yeah, that's why they able to cheat better.
Could you stay with a woman who cheated on you?
Absolutely not.
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 Like there's no way.
What?
What if you cheated first and she cheated back?
She cheated back? I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
So you get to cheat, but she can't
I'm
cheat.
leaving. I was with you so you can help me be. Both of us can't not be. You gonna cheat back? Who the raised you?
So what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all got? Huh? Huh? Who the fuck raised you? That's what he said.
Damn, bro.
Who cheat
Like, he needs to go. I told you they can dish it out, but they cannot take it. I just feel like then don't cheat. You cannot, first of all, you can't ask for what you don't want. And then I wish that if I was with somebody like that and he told me automatically that he cheat, he think he's gonna get a pass, but if I make a mistake and cheat, you're gonna leave me, we will not waste our time because no, he's thinking way too highly of himself. And number two, I do believe that women cheat just as much as men. Not just as much, but I do believe that a woman is sneakier about it. I do believe this, but the way that they do it is very sneaky. They could go to a whole nother, like they could be hanging out with their girlfriends out of the country, and then you would never know. But a man doing his sleep with somebody, sometimes it's dirty. They sleep with the cousins, the sister, the aunt, and it's just too close.
Don't act like women don't do that same trick.
They do, but they see you would never know. So we're real sneaky with it. So I do believe that I don't believe as much, but I do believe that women do cheat a lot, and then just as do cheat, and I do believe that men cheat more often than men, and I do believe that they do. They will. The idea of them cheating is they're supposed to get a pass. But if a woman did it, just like he said, he's out the door.
Okay. Before we get the fellas in it, G, what you think?
I do think the same thing. I mean, not the same thing. I didn't mean to say that. I just think that women do cheat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, we could be very sneaky about it. But overall, I think that men cheat more.
You think men cheat more?
Males, yes,
Okay.
cheat more, and it's supposed to be acceptable. It's just like that guy said.
Okay.
If a lady do cheat, oh no, hell no, that's a no-no. But then, they think they can just do it just because it's a man thing to do. Like, it is a guy thing.
Okay.
But they do both cheat.
Okay. All right. Boogie, Sean Wong, what y'all got?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Sean.
All right. The thing that caught me that he said was that women cheat better.
Okay.
And I don't agree with that. I think cheating is diabolical all in one, but women cheat differently. By the time they cheat, the relationship is already over. They already made their decision.
Yep.
But y'all cheat with the heart though. which is a problem because most of the time that ends a relationship altogether. Men can cheat with a woman and then go right back home to his family because that's his primary right there. That's his primary responsibility. So we
Right.
got the tendency to stay with that. You know what I mean? So we don't cheat with emotions. We have a biology problem. It's like the ratio between men and women is like 5-1. You know what I mean? So we got extra options.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got so you got your 5, you got the dude that's locked up, you got his 5, you got the dude that prefer men, you got his 5. So it's hard because we just have a tendency. Well, first of all, nature is not making any mistakes. Can we agree to that?
True. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's a certain reason why there's a ratio so high between men and women.
Yeah.
So I think it's really a biology issue, and I think that most of us sign these social contracts. So it's wrong for you to cheat, or it's wrong for you to have more than one woman. But biology says that that's really the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's some things we just don't understand about ourselves. Like there's a reason why men do cheat. There's a reason why women cheat, but they cheat in different ways.
Okay.
And I think when women cheat, it's more diabolical because it ultimately destroys the relationship
All
altogether.
right. Well, while the women look at you with disgust, Boogie, what you got before we get back to the ladies?
Okay, I
Sinead and
really,
G shaking their head like bullshit.
yeah, I
Oh
want to
my
go.
goodness. Hmm.
I want to go back to what my brother so eloquently stated about a biology problem. It is going to be an unpopular theory, but this is something that throughout the course of mankind, he's right. They produce way more women than there have been men. When it comes to procreation or the desire for sex, it is known, very well known culturally. This is something that's not just based on, whether you're American or if you're in a different culture. This is globally. We are the ones who have the stronger sexual urge. And then on top of that, we can procreate for basically as long as our nuts work. We're and there's like he said, God didn't make any mistakes. So we were meant more than likely to be polygamous, but due to being more civilized now and living in cultures that frown upon that,
Right.
we don't do that. A man is, I mean, I'm not going to try to make it biblical really or too much about any kind of, but it was known that Solomon had many wives.
Yeah, fact.
And this was not frowned upon by God.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to take all those things in, biologically we are meant to procreate longer. We are meant to probably have more than one. And sometimes you've heard of scenarios where women, might be more diabolical because, they're cheating with their heart. And now let's go back to biology from the female side. Y'all are the given nurturers of the planet. You are meant to protect the children. So you are supposed to be holding it. There's a reason why it says mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
So wait. So question, Boogie. Do you think that it's not in the woman's nature to cheat? She's just taking the page out the man's book?
I believe that is a part of the feminine side because we all have a masculine and feminine side. That's just when they lean into their masculine side because they wouldn't normally do that. Their nature is not to want to do that.
Okay.
Their God-given nature is not to want to do that.
Hey, listen, let me go ahead and get the name before she bursts. Go ahead, Nay.
Y'all are, let me just tell y'all, men can get so beside yourselves. Y'all so full of yourselves. I just want to tell y'all, I just want to just think for a second.
Mm-hmm.
That y'all think that it's not hard for a woman to be with the same penis. That y'all get a little bored, just like we get bored. It's a lie. I just think that you guys are so full of yourself. I just think that if a woman is like how you guys are doing, I think that y'all call her a whore. if a guy is doing what you guys are doing, it's just so hard for men to be faithful. It is very hard for a woman to be faithful to one man. That means that the things that you are attracted to, they get very, a lot of times people get very relaxed early on in the relationship. Y'all get bored easily. That means that there's the emotional part, it's not there. So sometimes it is I think that there's a stigma that make it seem like that it is very easy for women to be faithful. But I just want you to think about it. When you first get with that girl that you're with, are y'all having sex everywhere? What do you think happens to that girl when y'all get married? So where does she go? She still is that person. So if y'all think for a second that it's not, it's just.
I want to address this when she's done.
Yeah, because I was about to say something.
Please, but I want her to finish cooking. Let her cook.
But what I'm saying, I'm only speaking for myself. I know for a fact that, and it all depends on a woman's sex drive. So I can't speak for every woman. I'm saying that when I was married, it was very difficult for me to be faithful, just like it might have been for him. And the thing is that I was approached a lot more than him. Okay, so if I say no to that thing that got a six-pack that's smiling at me in the sun, and you get with this raggedy girl that looks less, yes, I expect.
Wait, please let me cook when she's done. Please.
Yes, I expect him to say no. I expect him to say no, because when I'm running down the street with my sports bra on and I'm running, and that fine man that has a six-pack and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'll be like, "I'm married." Can he let you have friends? Yeah. And if I say no to that, he has to say no to every stinking thing that come in his path.
I like that little flirtatious laugh you said before.
Yeah,
go ahead, Boogie. Go ahead and get it.
All right. So you said something very important.
And then back to you, G.
You said something very important, Nate. You were referring to you saying no to men who may be physically more attractive. You were saying how, it's not easy for a woman because she's also with a man for a long duration of time, and maybe she can get bored over time. So now I'm going to give you the flip side of that. A man can be fully fulfilled sexually by his woman and not cheat because she's not pretty anymore, and not cheat because she fell off in any way. There are beautiful women who treat their man right and do all of the quote unquote right things, but a man will be greedy enough and have the urge enough sometimes, if he's not in control of himself, to still cheat anyway. There's plenty of dudes who have cheated for zero good reason. You're giving a bunch of scenarios where a woman may say, "Hey, it was here's the valid reasons why I was unfulfilled." So that's
just
why
as hard.
Right? It's hard. But what I'm saying is, it don't even gotta be hard for a man. That's the nature of men, and as a whole, not all men. I'm telling you, that's how grimy this shit gets. Let me finish. I let you cook. Halle Berry has been cheated on. Jennifer Lopez has been cheated on. Beyonce has been cheated on by ugly ass Jay-Z. Now, I want to tell you that you will not find a scenario where the woman is getting all the things she wants, has the guy with the six-pack, is doing all those things, and she still goes astray. Because why? Because it's not her nature. You're misconstruing it being hard.
No,
let me finish. I let you cook.
But who are they cheating with, though?
Let me tell you something. That's another thing. We will go cheat on something that is less than, because it is our nature.
But it's still another woman.
Do you think that whoever Jay-Z cheated with was better than Beyonce?
He cheated with one of the people was married.
She was
married.
Do you
one
think
of the people? I'm saying she was married. From what I understood, all I'm saying is it's just as hard for a
It's,
woman to be faithful, just like a man.
it's only just as hard if y'all aren't getting what you want. What
That's
I'm
a lie.
So let me ask
That
you
is a
this.
lie.
So I'm going to use your example against you. You said the guy with a six-pack running. You saying no to all this. You were saying no to a bunch of things that your husband wasn't. Yes or no? You were. Yes or no?
No. Ex-husband.
Ex-husband. So you were saying no to guys who were physically more attractive than your ex-husband. You were still turning them down because you was trying to do the right thing.
That's not the only reason.
You got what?
What I said it for. I said if I can turn that down, if I can go be running out and I see pretty, or I see this, or I see that, and I'm just putting a picture. If I say no, obviously then he should say no. I just don't believe.
But why do you think he should say no? Because you were strong enough to say no to someone who was more attractive than him, correct?
Be in a marriage. Don't be in a relationship.
I agree with you. I don't disagree that it's foul, it's fucked up, it's grimy, and you shouldn't do it. I don't believe in cheating.
No, my only thing is I believe that it's the fact that you and Sean both said that as if it's like in the man's nature to want that. And all I'm saying is it's just as hard because we're emotional people. So sometimes, that part is not there and you might have somebody else just get past the physical, but you might have someone who you bond with a little bit more or certain things does get a little. So all I'm saying is
Would you agree that
hard.
we could be more selfish? Would you agree that we could be more selfish?
But it's just as hard. That's my only point is that, yes, but I think women can be just as selfish. I think that I've met some selfish women.
I didn't ask you if there are women who do that. I'm saying as a whole, do you think men or women are more selfish when it comes to getting
nowadays, when it comes to sex?
Yes.
I think men are more. I've already said that, but I don't.
So with that being said, if we're more selfish when it comes to that, we have a higher propensity to say, hey, even though there's men out there who get everything they want, that they say they want the woman to do and still go cheat.
I said men do cheat more than women.
Why is that? Why is that?
However, I said that I just think that it's still just as hard.
It's not okay. Let's say I give you it's just as hard. Why do we cheat more?
I think that y'all cheat more just because you can. That's from what I heard, that you can, and it's right there. I do believe that. I don't believe.
Well, that goes back to the biology part.
Sometimes
y'all does. And I'm gonna say this. Let's say we gave every man one woman, there'd be plenty of women who get no man because there ain't enough of us to go around. If you
generous enough to share,
if you took every man and said you can only have one woman, a lot of
There
women
have been women that
no
came out and say that they are willing to share because there's not enough men.
Yep. And I do, and I have. That's what I'm saying. And why but it's still a lot of women do settle, and it makes it bad for other women. Because men feel like, well, she's too, hard. She requires too much. I can go to easy, and that's fine. But I do believe that men would sleep with a cockroach if they could put that thing, and it don't even look right. They can have a 10, and they will sleep with a 3 because it's easy, or they just can. I do believe that, but I'm just saying this idea that it's hard for a woman to be faithful. It is that, or to not want or desire. That's not true. Because if it was true, then why is it that a lot of men are cheating? When they're cheating with another woman, sometimes the woman is married too. So why would the woman that's married be cheating with the other man that's married if it was so easy?
Because he's fulfilling some sort of emotional connection, whereas the man is doing it to get his rocks off, because maybe this one might be freakier, maybe this one might be doing some other shit the other one won't do. Sometimes a man will be in love with a woman and be like, yo, I love her and I don't want her to give me the threesome. I don't want to see her in that light, but I'll go get and pay a bitch to go do a freaky, nasty shit because I don't look at her as my clean vessel, if you will. It's a whole lot of shit to it that y'all are never going to relate to. It's kind of like how we look at our daughters, like purity, and we don't want to see, we don't want to know. When my daughter lost her virginity, I didn't want to know. I didn't even want to know. Lie to me.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that shit. And for the most part, and for the most part, most married people want to cheat with married people because they have something to lose.
Yeah.
G, what you got?
Well, this is really good. Good. It's just interested. I mean, cheating is just wrong. And it's diabolical. I don't think it's more diabolical because I don't know. When women do it, it's more diabolical. It's diabolical. It hurts. And both sides, I have seen it. Just to, I just gonna come out clean. I had cheated. I had been the one that's cheating with, and I have been cheated like really, really bad, stabbed in the back, and no matter what, we all have to, and I'm sure all of us agree, it's just wrong. It hurts. It hurts your marriage, your relationships, your family, people around you is wrong. But to the point, I do think, and I do have to say that I agree with OG that men tends to do it more because it is I don't know if it's a cultural thing, it is a thing that it's an ancient thing where like men like it is a man thing to do. And like he also was saying, I do have to agree that they not necessarily are looking for a better person. They just do it just because I don't know what they're, some of them are trying to prove. It's just they might have it all at home. They might have the good wife or the good partner, and the sex might be good and wonderful, but it's not enough. It's always has something to prove. And it's okay to do it. Because at the end of the day, like, and I don't know if it's like, I don't know if a cultural thing but it is okay. Oh, he cheated. Oh, this is what men do,
Boys
it's
will
normal.
be boys.
No, but I also do have to agree that the most of the time when we women do cheat is because we our feelings are involved. So there's something really wrong and missing in our relationship, and that's when they do it. Nowadays, I have come to learn that it's not just a big deal anymore. It's almost turning into like a well, she cheated. What's the big deal? We girls nowadays, we could be very sneaky about it, and be doing nasty things out there to do. But the thing is like we do, and I speak for personal, for experience. We do have sometimes the same desires. We do go through trials and tribulations when it comes to that. But it's I don't know. It just to kind of like I agree with Nate what she was saying. It's just like sometimes the desires are the same, the tests are the same. It's just that we just tend not to get like so easily driven by I don't know how to explain it. It's like you, OJ, were saying, like, I don't know if it's more of a biological thing, or maybe just a cultural thing. But we do go through trials and tribulations as well. It's just that we just do tend to be more careful. I think be more careful about it.
How do y'all feel about men who don't forgive when a woman cheats, even though they cheated on her?
Die! How about that? That's just crazy to me. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's
it is
crazy.
but unfortunately, that's the way it is.
That's the way. I want to know. My brother Sean, what you got to say on that?
We know when a woman cheats, we already know it's over. We already know it's over. It's like you already made your decision. I mean, we seen it many times, but
when a man cheats, does it mean we've made our decision?
When a man cheats, we're going back home, man. We're going home.
Cheats and I find out about it. They not coming back home.
But look,
not to this home.
No.
That's our intent. It's not about you. Our intent is not to break up our families.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what we're doing.
When a woman cheats, more than likely, yeah, she's going to see that person as being her person out permanently at some point. She might do it slowly and gradually, but a man, there's been so many stories where when Papa died, two families show up to the funeral, and siblings don't know each other because he never left either.
You know,
And,
my
and
philosophy on that, my philosophy is on that is like, if I did, you know, I'm gonna be picky about it. But because I know that if a man did it, they sometimes go below. I just feel like you had fun, and now I got this STD I can't get rid of, and I didn't even do anything. So I don't really tolerate that. I don't tolerate. There's been two situations. There was where I found out somebody was cheating. I just take a very offense to it. Like, you know, like wait, I do.
Yeah.
But that's what. But look,
I agree.
But that's why y'all so
grimy.
picky, though.
Well, the thing is that there's so many reasons why a woman would cheat, and I just don't believe that a person can be everything to them and to you. And if I just don't believe that, though, if your willpower is like that, that you are.
But you do believe in monogamy, correct? Oh, okay. You said you don't think a person could be everything to you. I don't need nothing but my wife.
But I'm just saying. No. But I'm saying I believe that not a person. So I don't believe. I think that I say that to say that in the event that he thinks that whatever reason why he cheated or whatever the reason why he did it, if I say no, then he should say no too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I do believe in monogamy. So I'm saying that if it's hard for that person and whatever got stale in the relationship got stale, then it's hard for me too. So instead of going outward, come inward. So that's how I feel.
I think it really boils down to just one of the double standards that doesn't work in a female's favor. And I'm not saying it's right. I don't agree with it. I've always been the kind of person that when I felt like I can't rock with you, I just break up. We just out. I'm just done. Deuces. And I just do that. I don't got time. And that's just because my nature is I don't got time to make up stories and come up with shit. And whenever I was seeing more than one person at the same time, like when I was at V-State and was young in college years, I was honest about it. Like, you not only who I'm rocking with, I'm not ready for no serious commitment. We young. You want to fuck with me still? And then they'd be like, yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, I feel like I should have an option about my body and what you are dealing. Because when I did experience it when I was younger, and I did when the first time that I found out about it, when I started seeing because we stayed in a small little town, I started seeing the hood rats that he was sleeping with. I was like, oh, I was disgusted. So I was like, at least if I, like you could have went up. At least if I saw a Beyonce that you slept with, I'd be like, damn, he fucked, why she had to be pretty,
That's
but that's what I'm saying. Yes, because
okay, look.
So,
he could have just been a bigger freak.
But you're saying things like, we're picky. I should have choices over my body. Like, there's a reason for that. Really, how many men do you want to be with?
I say that.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm a communicator. I'm a communicator. So if I told you that if you cheat, that my thing is I tell people if you cheat, I'm done. And I find out about it, I'm done. Let me still do it.
Let me pose it another way. All right.
Body count.
Do you want to be with as many men as we have women? Do you want to be with that many men? You don't.
I said, so you're missing what I said. I said,
but I'm not. I'm asking you a question. Do you want to be?
I said no.
You don't want to be with that many men. Okay. Men don't have a problem with that though.
Women don't have a problem with it. They rock with us knowing we used to be a player and may have a crazy high body count, and a man will be like, yo, she fucked too many people.
Listen, most women don't want a man that another woman don't want. That's just nature.
And they don't want no man with no experience.
I don't want no man that been with like 300 freaking. I don't know.
We ain't talking about that, but still, with the thing is, most women don't want a man that other women do not want.
So in addition to what he's saying is, in addition to the 5 women to 1 that we have, okay, you got 10 more that's all trying to mess with the same dude.
Yeah.
So y'all even competing with each other and don't even realize it because he has his pick of those 10.
And it's sad that I think that's the whole reason why some men do that, because they are aware that there's more women than there are men.
How can we not be aware? How could we not be aware?
Okay,
right,
we
so
already
you're
know
using
it's
it to
sad
your
though.
advantage.
We already know it's sad, right? But look, okay, isn't it up for discussion though, for some type of understanding, as opposed to just leaving it to yo, that's a sad situation right there.
No, that's so sad. Oh, poor you.
Yeah, because that doesn't fix the problem. Like,
yes, it does.
You know how much pressure we're under to say no, stop.
If you feel, that's what I'm saying. If you feel that much pressure,
I'm joking.
I know, but I'm just saying, if these men feel that much pressure, don't sign up to be a husband. Don't sign up. Be free. Nobody is making you do that.
Do you know how many? Listen. I'm from a huge family with a whole lot of women, a whole lot of sisters, aunts, nieces. I've joined the military around nothing but women. I've been in DC with lawyers, doctors, people on the Hill. Collectively, people ain't shit. Okay, collectively. I don't want to hear that women ain't shit either. I ain't saying all, but as a collective group, most of y'all ain't shit either, and y'all know it. Same way, we ain't shit. We can admit it, but women don't. That's one of the biggest problems. You don't.
Well, they held to a higher standard. They can't admit it.
Yeah, they can't admit it. What happens later on is, when the marriage break up, there's so many people who would swear up and down that their mama never did something. See, like, meaning Pops got caught. Pops was looked at as the bad guy. And then later on, when you get about 30, 40, 50 years old, you realize, hold up, mama cheated first. Pops just the one that got alienated. You feel what I'm saying? Pops was too embarrassed and prideful to tell the whole neighborhood. Moms was ready to tell her goddamn body.
Separate family over there.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
kids that look like you.
Y'all women do cheat better. Y'all do. Y'all make sure y'all don't miss no step. Now I told you I done been around it. Come on now. So this is what y'all do. Y'all say, you know, I'm going, you know, you go to your mama's house and you keep that same schedule. But you omit the fact that when you go to mama's house, you get a little 5, 10 minute, 15-minute drop off at homeboy that's down the street, and you keep going. Or you keep messing with the same dude you've been messing with since high school. You know what I'm saying? That hit that spot. and that hit that spot right. And you ain't gonna never forget that dude. No matter who you mess with, you still got that dude from back in your past that hit that spot.
You know, here's
something and you want to always go back to that dude. Women just do it better than dudes. Us as niggas, we just dumb. Okay, men will go sleep with the girl in the drive-through, the girl that answered the phone that
one of your family members.
Let me say
this, because this is a law that's coming out in certain states where they're doing, because men are so dumb, some women are upset now that certain states are about to pass laws to require mandatory paternity tests at birth.
But why are they fighting that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why are you fighting that?
Why? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? You ain't got nothing to hide.
Back in the day when people got married, they used to have to take a blood test just to get married.
Why do you think these shows are still going on? The Maury's that the women done brought like 5, 6, 10, 9 men and still don't know who the father is.
And that's because they cheat better.
They cheat better.
And we will be winding up paying for kids that might not even be ours in some instances. And there's a community of women out there who are saying this shouldn't be done. That's crazy to me. And
I don't get that. I really don't get that.
Yeah, why would you be worried about, hey, the baby's born, they wind up doing the paternity test right there in the hospital. Yeah. Before you sign any paperwork on the birth certificate, we have proof positive of paternity.
Of paternity.
What's wrong?
Go on record to say I've never cheated on someone that I was with. The only time that I did, and I know people gonna argue with this, is when we was legally separated. Okay, so
That's not cheating. That's not cheating.
that's what I said. So
people
I
don't say it's
personally, because he said family. So I personally, that's on my mother. Have never cheated. I was with this dirtbag for almost 7 years, you know, in that small ass town.
Well, you don't have to mention that because I'm talking about. I ain't talking about you. Shut up.
But because
Oh.
we family, right?
I ain't talking about you. See that? See. You know that? That's
But
the
I
guilt.
just
That's the
but if
guilt.
I did,
That's fucked up.
But
That's the guilt.
if I did though, I'd be just like G because I don't lie. So I just want to just make sure he ain't talking about me. People.
I'm not talking. Oh my God! I promise you on everything I know and love, I'm not talking about
Hit
you.
dog or holler, won't they?
Yeah.
Like, we on this
If
platform,
that, hey,
no, but we on this
listen,
platform. I just
listen.
want clear. He ain't talking about me, y'all. He is
I ain't
not talking about me. So
Hush.
I just want to make that clear. But I'm just saying the reason why when I was with Dirtbag and I found out that he was cheating, he was like, "This is me. We've been together for so long." I was like, "Do you know how many times I said no?" And I just couldn't. You know how many times I said no? Even his bum friends used to try to holler, and I did not. They be like, "Yo, he ain't here. You know he ain't here. Don't play with me. Goodbye." So they already
Question is,
knew
why the
that.
fuck you at the house in the goddamn?
Well,
Yeah.
they was some.
Hey G, what you got, G? What you got,
This is
G?
so much fun.
What you got?
You see how I had to
What
clear
you-
myself, G?
what
It's
you
like
good?
getting
You
good,
good?
so
You
we
good?
start
You
like
good?
going. This
You good,
reminded me of
Nay?
the.
Nay, you good? G, what you got? What you got, G?
This just
Let me go
reminded me
back to
of the
Sean
last
Wong.
week video when we got all sidetracked and we were that girl from the other video, like, help me out, sister, help me out. It just got crazy like that a minute ago. And it's hard not to always like try to go with a personal side and your personal experiences, but it is
Because
what it is.
I'm not perfect. What the fuck, man?
Nobody's
Please.
perfect,
No one's perfect out here.
but at the end of the
you
day,
keep pointing fingers and you realize until your ass back against the cage. You see,
but at the end
it's
of the
easy
day,
to say. It's easy to say no to some things, but something gonna snatch your ass one day. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I ain't never thought I'd be this guy or girl, but here I go. Keep saying what you ain't gonna do. Motherfucker gonna show you what you about and what you might do. Okay?
That's true. That's true.
Sean Juan, what you got? I'll come right back to you, but Sean Juan, what you got?
Hey, I almost forgot what I was gonna say, man. But look, I think that the main thing is like this is a serious conversation that needs to be had. And men, and look at Nay shaking her head. Like men having this problem right
Because
here.
I
Like,
just
we're
felt
not
like
allowed,
it just was.
but we're not allowed a
playing.
safe space to discuss stuff like this where y'all can try to. I mean, we need to try to understand the issue. You know what I mean? Like it's an issue. It's a big issue, but we making it harder than what it has to be. Because we just signed this social contract that says, you cannot cheat one man, one woman, and it's bad, man, because just having a conversation automatically makes us the bad guy. Period.
Right.
Okay. But this is what's gonna happen if we're not allowed to have the conversation. And you're not allowed to understand us, actually understand what we're going through. We're gonna lash out and we're gonna go out and do these things. Okay, because it's already in our nature.
Right.
But I just think y'all got a negative outlook about the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest with yourself. You don't really want to be with a whole bunch of men. You don't. The more men you with, the worse it gets for you. Psychologically, it gets bad for you. Okay, and y'all know this, and we know it. But it's not like that with us, man.
It's not.
I just think that you need to really be open to hearing us out when we're trying to have this conversation. And a lot of times we're not going to have it because we're going to suppress it because this is the reaction we're going to get.
Right.
Not for me.
Right.
The older I get, the older I understand and realize that that's why back in the time, men were allowed to have more than one wife.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm just saying that in general.
This cultural thing has been coming from. That's why I grew up hearing, well, man's a man, he'll do what they do. It's acceptable, and they will still do it. And like I said, I am not a scientist. I don't know if it's a biological thing, and that's why they do it. But I think that it is a lot easier for them to emotionally disconnect and to have these relationships. And that's why back then it was acceptable. It was part of society, and some religions and cultures today still practice that. They have more than one wife. And the women are okay with that. The women in this
And
society,
not
they
only
just are
that,
okay with it.
and a
That's the
lot
way
of
it's supposed to be.
and there's a lot more. I know this is not going to be popular, but there's a lot more stability. There's a lot more passing along of your money, your legacy stays more intact. There's stories in the Bible where when your brother's wife is left as a widow, you as a man are supposed to take on your brother's wife.
It still is today.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still is
okay.
today.
So
Yes.
it's like if anything, we're fighting against nature in the current culture that we live in than going with it.
It is hard.
Yeah, and it requires for men, we become more mature and get a hold of it later on in life than women. Women sometimes, yeah, they can be just as bad, but typically they exercise more self-control because of what Joe said earlier, or Grab said earlier, that y'all know there's something intuitively inside of you that knows that, yo, you don't want to have a high body count. And if you're raising a daughter, you're going to tell her you don't want to have a high body count. No man goes to his son and says, hey man, if she finds out you fucked a whole lot of girls, you're never going to get a wife. We don't say that to our boys. We don't say, hey man, if you fucked a bunch of girls, there's no way anyone's going to ever want you as a husband. But what do we tell our girls? Because we intuitively know that it is not the same. We're not equal. We're equally as important, but we are not equal.
Which brings me to the next video right quick.
Who cheats more, men or women, and why? Women. And why is because we're not getting fulfilled at our homestead.
Well, everybody cheats because of a lack of what they do or don't have in a relationship, right? Like, for men, it may be physical, but for women, it's more emotional. So if a woman cheats, I think it's a little bit more, kind of cuts it a little bit deeper because she thought about that shit.
Men cheat because they are sexually unfulfilled, and women cheat because they're emotionally unfulfilled.
I think women cheat more because they're always looking for a bigger, better deal. They are always saying, I deserve better.
What you got? What's good?
It was crazy.
I mean, I just agree.
She said it.
You said
Women cheat with emotions.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
On both sides though.
And look, it doesn't make it better.
When we cheat physical, does it make it acceptable? Or is it a cop out? What you think?
It depends.
Okay.
So like, it's a cop out if you say it's a good reason for why you did it. Like that it's a cop out if you're trying to justify why you cheated by that. Because right. I'm just a firm believer. I'm speaking personally. You still could have just kept it real, like, yo, I'm not happy and I want to see other people. How hard is that? The reason we don't do that is because we don't want to break up the home. We don't want to give her half. We don't want to go into custody battles.
Yeah.
We know there's going to be disintegration of the family. We're more likely to be honest when there's no huge financial or custody loss on the table.
I think people cut people off quicker in just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship rather than in a marriage. In a marriage, it's everything you just said. But if you boyfriend-girlfriend, hey, this ain't working, shorty, bye. It's too easy.
Yeah, but when you got shit to lose, you like, fuck that. I'm gonna get some ass on the side.
Yep, exactly. If ain't no kids involved, I'm out, deuces. So I think that's it. What you got, Nate? What you got, G?
Just with that girl, it's like that when women in general we cheat, it's just there's a lot of emotions involved, and that's it, and that's all I gotta say.
But you know what?
It doesn't make it okay, but it's not okay. It's not okay either way. It's not, But I think nowadays people have learned. I mean, nowadays people is more outspoken about it, like, and I agree. If you're, especially if you're not married, when you're not married, like people come out clean, hey, it is what it is, whether you like it or not. But when you're married, people is more, They don't
I
want to
think
talk
that
about it.
I think
Most
what you
people don't want to
said,
talk about it.
what you said about, and what they said in the clip about women being emotionally connected when they cheat is why we can't forgive it.
Right.
Like when the guy's like, he can't forgive it is because a woman will say, I've heard women say, but do you love her? All right, the bitch gave you a blowjob. So what? But do you love her?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they even understand it was just a fucking blowjob. But
Right.
if you taking her on dates, spending time with her, telling her about your inner problems in your marriage,
Yeah.
communicating emotions and feelings. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt more than you saying the bitch gave you a blowjob.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
facts.
That's gonna hurt.
I
That's
agree.
gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt your
Hurt.
wife way more.
Yeah. I get
So,
that.
or a girlfriend or whoever, you
Yeah,
know.
I
But
get that.
that's
What
why
you
we
got,
can't
Nate?
forgive it, because we know what? Oh, you was cooking for him. Oh, when he was sick, you went by and brought him medicine. Oh, you did his laundry too. Fuck that.
I'm out.
No.
You put some extra downy on his shit.
Hell yeah. You don't even do that shit for me.
What? What? Just like if a woman find out you done, romanced her, that's way deeper than if you just banged her out.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
You don't agree, Nate?
What you got, Nate?
I still feel the same way that it's not, oh, trust me when I say I have my flaws. So that might not be an area, but I will say that nobody wants, me personally, I don't want a guy that has a high body count or a girl. And I do understand that because we are internal that we have that. So you don't want a girl that has a high body count, but we don't want a man that's like that. And that's been around with like a bunch of people. We don't, most women are very selfish, just like you guys. We don't want to share our men. Now, there are these occasions because that man is financially stable that they don't mind sharing because he's taking care of the bills. But Beyonce, in this little song that she has, she did say she never wanted a woman to know more than what she knows. So sometimes, like y'all can sit here and be having like a side piece and be telling her things that you might not feel comfortable telling that. And then if the woman finds out, this is the reason why I feel like that y'all think it's okay because y'all have hard trouble. This woman can't wait to tell you stuff you didn't know. She cannot wait. And you give her that privilege to want to go find her, drag her, and risk my freedom because she cannot wait to say, yeah, did he tell you this? So the same way y'all don't want to hear that, we do not want to hear that.
I call cap on that. I call cap. And let me just say
we don't want to hear that. But because what I say that for is because a woman can't wait to tell you. They can't wait to smile in your face and be like, oh, I had that. They cannot wait to do that. And women, we like to be pick me, like pick me. Why are you doing that? So y'all are like that too. I'm just saying that we feel the same way. And the last thing we want is for another woman to know more about you than we know about you.
So let me. All right. Here's what I'll say to that. When it comes to what we want as men, our actions match what we fucking want. When it comes to y'all, let me give you the proof. Women, they do not care if a man has a high body count. Y'all may say, and here's the proof of it, y'all don't go for the niggas with the low body count. Y'all don't check for the niggas who no other bitches want, like Joe said earlier. Y'all don't rock with the niggas who might be not pulling bitches. Y'all only rock with the niggas who's pulling bitches. Thus, you proactively seek out motherfuckers who are gonna have a high body count.
You don't
Let me
niggas.
sip my water because if the niggas ain't gonna give me the gospel right now and tell me and I'm riding alone, my pressure gonna get up.
Sad.
Because y'all know good and goddamn well women only go after the fly niggas. Y'all all like the same niggas. Y'all say you don't want a man with a high body count, but you go chase the niggas that pull all the bitches who have high body count.
I'm so happy that
that's bullshit.
I'm so happy I'm an anomaly. I do not know. Sometimes when you're talking, I'm like, I would rather they be like,
you see the world on there. Come on.
But I understand what you're saying because I even
You don't
remember
think Beyonce knew that Jay-Z was a big time rapper fucking bitches off
but
in the
that's why I
goddamn
said,
90s?
but that's what I said. Like sometimes when women know, because he has a song, girls, 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 all over the world. So I just felt like doing a whole album about him cheating. It's like, but he said what he said, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. I call cap on that.
However, yes, that is some women that do that, but I personally,
the majority.
Yes, but I only can speak from my experience. I personally do not want, I would not be attractive. I remember this one time because we stayed in a small town, so we was able to see behind the stage stuff. And this one girl, we had this little group, real quick. We had this little group of girls, and she was like a little loose. And they was like, oh, you want to come to the hotel with us? And the guys was like that. And they was this famous like rapper where everybody knew back in the days. And she was like, oh, come on, let's go to the hotel. And I was like, those dudes is not about to run through me. If your whole ass want to go with them, go. But they wasn't. So I understand because I've been around it. I'm saying though, but I personally do not want a guy that has a high body count. And I don't, that's me. However, I do understand that cheating, you know, that like it's not easy.
Okay.
So I do understand that part, and I do know, but that's not when it comes to that. I'm like that. I don't know. I'm just maybe mine is more like.
I gotta ask you. You said we women don't want men with a high body count. Now, you didn't say you don't want. You said it after and cleaned up. But I want to know, what do you believe a woman? What do you believe women's nature is? Do you believe that women don't want men? Women want a man with prowess. Women want a man who's a provider, a protector, and that other bitches want too.
And got some swag about him.
Just like six-pack dude that you seen on your running route.
No lie, because I had to.
No, keep going back to six-pack dude.
No, I know, right? But
because that's the dude that's gonna have the high body count, quote unquote. Because how many women you think he's seen on that same running route that stopped and looked at that six-pack?
Why I was like, no, but I'm just saying if
but that's the dude that you might have would have
no lie, even though y'all swear up and down.
No, that's the
all I said. What up? Don't be calling me out. What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know. Maybe wait a minute. I think we might be fucking unicorns, girl, because I was never like that. I had known few girls that were all about that going with the dude with the hot body and the guy that everybody wanted to be with. But in general, I am like you. I never care about six pack and the looks and how tall. Never.
You didn't. But let me ask you: those guys who was getting, this is for G. Those guys who were getting all the girls, they never struggle to get girls. I'm asking about women's. I'm asking about women's nature. Why is it that they don't struggle to get girls when girls know a bunch of girls like this guy? When girls know, why is it? I don't give a fuck about what you and Nay personally. I'm talking about what you know of
the audacity. Well, I'm saying, but I do understand. I do understand that I feel attacked, but I do understand what y'all are saying.
Talk to it. Women ain't shit when it comes to that because y'all say one thing and your actions don't match it.
But
you don't go for the regular dude that maybe a bunch of girls don't find attractive most of the time, except for y'all. Y'all do, but women don't. Women do not.
Even though y'all saying that Jay-Z is ugly, I have the biggest crush on Jay-Z. I think he is so.
I'm gonna go back to
I think Jay-Z
what do you
is
think you getting girls now because of your looks? Negro, please. You know mustache having with Jay-Z like a rat compared to beans you whack. Come on.
I'm saying Jay-Z because even before Beyonce got with Jay-Z, because I went to his concert and I have a big crush on Jay-Z. He has so much swag. Swag.
Okay.
Yeah, oh my God, I love Jay-Z.
Okay.
However, when he was there,
you three boys are like Mr. Americans compared to fucking Jay-Z.
I will say though, because I saw him at the concert and I did that, even because I know his body count, and I know he ain't even, just let's just be real. He ain't thinking about me. However, I would never deal with Jay-Z because I know he has a high body count. He won't remember my name. He won't do. I would not do that. I personally.
You wouldn't. But he still never struggled to get a girl because most women ain't you.
I still think, and I know people are gonna be like, "What are you seeing?" I thought Jay-Z had so much swag, and then when I saw him, the reason why I thought he had so much swag is because he was a star, and even though he was doing, when I was behind the scenes, he didn't try. You know, like sometimes people can be, like so outgoing and be like, "Yo, shorty," and just doing all that. He wasn't like that. He had his entourage, and they was the one that was trying to do it, and he just stood in the back, like real quiet, like you would have never seen him. And that's when I loved him since then. But I personally wouldn't, because he's not gonna remember me. So I get to go.
Sean, what you got? Because I know Sean.
I mean, that's Jay-Z we talking about though. That's not the same thing.
It was Jay-Z okay? When he just started out with. I would not want any.
But you still knew that was Jay-Z though. You know what I mean? We're not talking about somebody who's famous.
This was when I first saw Jay-Z. When I first learned.
You see him at the cookout?
No, I'm saying when remember they used to do these battles, and he wasn't Jay-Z. He was just I followed him since they was doing those freestyle battles.
Come on, when he was freestyling against DMX, he was still big though.
He was still Jay-Z.
He wasn't big for the world. He still wasn't.
He was big enough that you
was
hood
rich.
Big enough on
North
the East
Carolina.
Coast.
He was big enough.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yo,
he was big.
what about like, okay, and then I want Sean to get this off, but the first place that I saw that women wasn't shit when I was young, because I didn't go in the military. I went to V State, right? And so I was like, yo, Cats was like, yo, man, you should pledge Omega. Yo, man, you should pledge Alpha. I was like, yo, fuck that. I see some of these dudes and they just doing that shit to get bitches because they see that they come to the damn step show and now you didn't get no women, but now you got these letters. Now you got these colors, and all of a sudden it gave you swag or whatever it was. It gave you the charisma. We as men know that there's men out there who went and gravitated to getting in these organizations because they saw, oh, that's what the girls are paying attention to. So I need to go do this, and I can still be the same corny me, but now that I do my little step and I got this little prestige on the campus and they got this swag, now I get girls all of a sudden.
Even like y'all said the last show, that half the basketball players and the athletes, they wouldn't have those girls if it wasn't. So what y'all saying is true. I just didn't like the fact that y'all was trying to act like it's not difficult for women, because women are sneaky, and it is. Just because y'all body count is a lot higher doesn't mean that it's less difficult.
But you know what though? Those dudes who do play basketball, if they didn't play basketball, they probably still have a high body count, because all of them at least 6 feet. And then what y'all love, tall men, tall, dark, and handsome. He can get on the streets and still get a high body count.
Yeah.
Those Omegas got high body counts.
That's true.
All of them.
That's crazy.
So it's not about Jay-Z.
Have a high body count. You know, firefighters have a high body count. So yeah.
All right. So
anybody in a managerial high position that look like something got a high body count. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman, all she has
won.
to do is be attractive and turn us on.
That's it.
We don't care about her.
Funny though, because it's not really
her social status. Her social status does not denote her being more attractive.
But that's so funny though, because real talk, they don't want you. They just want your bank account. So men, to me, sometimes those type of men are so freaking easy.
But guess what? We're cool with that. We don't give a fuck.
I know, that's what's so sad. But
no, it's sad for y'all. It's not sad for them. You know what it is? We're so real. We're so real about it that we're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go do all these things. Jeff Bezos. Go look at Jeff Bezos before Amazon blew up, and look at Jeff Bezos now and the kind of wife that he has now and whatever he's done to himself. He knows that he got that shit because of his money. Melania Trump.
Don't act like they
knows
shocked.
that she's with him because he's rich.
Then don't act like they shocked when the person leave when
they're not.
They do. Some
they're
of these
not.
men do act like
not.
they're
That's
not.
why they treat. They're not. That's why they treat.
They're not. You know what? Here's what it is. It's sad to say, but y'all are just easily more bought. You could be bought. And we know that there's a fucking price. So we just make sure we go get the price. Biggie, black is ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks.
You know why sometimes I feel like that? Because sometimes though, I do believe that women do that because they know that y'all gonna cheat. You know, they know that most men are gonna cheat, so
You're
they're
gonna
like,
come
well,
up with an excuse. You're gonna come up with an excuse. Y'all
there you go,
are,
calling me out.
we superficial. I'm gonna admit. See, because I'm gonna admit that we could be not shit and we could be superficial, and sometimes we looking at the size of the ass instead of the quality of the character, or we looking at whatever her body is or her face. It's all physical. It's all shit that can go
Women
away.
are
It's not.
looking at
So, but
that
I'm
bronze
admitting
body.
that, Nay.
Yeah.
I'm admitting that we do that. What
And
I'm
I
asking you to,
No, I said that women sometimes is superficial, and the reason and I get why you said it because I rationalize it by it. However, it does. A lot of women do it because of their status, because of superficial stuff too. Like you said, that they was pledging, they was doing cute dog, whatever is in.
so women shouldn't be mad when he go cheat on their ass because because she
Don't
got with
be
him
in
for
a
his money or his swag or his status. She shouldn't be mad when he go cheat on her ass neither. Then
Yeah,
reason why they be mad
crazy.
if you act like we're in a committed relationship, then don't say we're in say we're in an open relationship. See, that's what I'm saying. Like Sean said, that you have to have that dialogue. Stop if you feel like you can have anybody you want, and you feel like you can have multiple women, you have a hard time with that. Have that conversation with that person to see if she wants to, because like you said, some women are open to that. But don't get with a woman who's not open to your mess.
Okay, well,
agree.
then let
I
me
agree.
ask you
In
this
a
then.
perfect world, yes, you should be honest. You should be forthright. You should be
It's a perfect
transparent.
world.
In a perfect world, you should be transparent. But we're not in a perfect world, and people need to think logically about what it is.
But see,
that's really happening.
nowadays it's getting dangerous. There was this one football player, I don't know if you guys heard about it, that was cheating on his wife with a girlfriend. Then he cheated on his girlfriend and his wife with another girl. And then the girlfriend got pissed, killed the extra girl, killed the guy because you're not being honest. That happens a lot more now because people don't know that they're sharing the spouse, and the girlfriend is more jealous than the wife.
Right.
And that happens a lot. Yeah. And she
It's
killed
dangerous.
the other girl. And me, like, we're living in a dangerous time. Ain't nothing worse than, like, you know how crazy it is to be going to a public event and the girls done had your man and they snickering and stuff like that in front of you. That's the same way, like, if you with a dude and he's like, yo, what's up, man? And clap for your head and he done banged your wife. No, but women will let you know that they slept with your man and they sneaky with it and they be like saying little stuff. So you putting me at risk and my freedom because you needed to. No, that's just dangerous.
Y'all
Well,
just
that's
pick the
sloppy,
square,
guy.
man.
That's sloppy, guy.
Why don't y'all just pick the square, the nerd, the computer geek? What's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? Superman.
He don't got no swag.
They cheat too.
Look,
they cheat too.
How do you know? Because
they
don't pick
said.
him.
Just like
Look.
think about it though. I know. Let's say like okay, no, I know he's Tiger Woods. Okay, but let's say
Stop
like looking
picking
at
stars.
let's say Tiger Woods. Like look at him. Like looking at him, he's not. He looked like a geek. He's not the
That's
most
because he's
attractive.
rich.
He's
Right,
rich.
but I'm saying
Tiger
look
Woods
at.
is faithful as fuck.
But look at how he looked on the out. He looked like he's kind of nerdish.
That's why I said broke Tiger Woods would be faithful as fuck. Any rich man is gonna be like that.
So
See, you're not understanding. We got so many levers to pull. If we can't get you with the looks, then we know to get you with the money. Y'all have one lever to pull.
Believe that though, because the nerd gonna make money, so he gonna, even though he look nerdy, he still would cheat. Nerds be cheating. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Cheat, right? Like, come on now, Boogie. You know goodness well, if they a nerd, they gonna make money, right? Sean?
But you ain't looking at him.
So let me give you my definition of a nerd. My definition of a nerd is not necessarily someone who is so intellectual that they go out there and they have a high market value in the job market. You could be a nerd that's fucking fat, sitting home eating Cheetos, playing video games all day, and reading goddamn comic books as a grown-ass man, and you never did nothing more than get a customer service job. There's nerds out there that fit that.
Right. But they still would cheat, because you already said earlier.
No.
It's in
No,
the
because
anatomy.
no,
It's
we're more
hard.
logical.
Men
No, we
cannot
know
do
we're at that
it.
point. We know we're a nerd, so we don't have a lot to
Oh,
choose
but
from. So
if-
we're gonna be good with what we
But
got.
now you say it's so if a nerd is you said it's in your anatomy. So if it's in your anatomy, it don't matter if you're a nerd. It doesn't matter if you're a customer service
All right,
rep.
let me
You
say
said
this,
that-
and then I'm
you
gonna let
said it's
Sean
gonna
go.
cheat.
A man, this is Chris Rock. Another quote. Y'all been hearing these for years, and you just ignore them. A man is as faithful as his options. So when the motherfucker don't got a lot of options, and
But
he's
you
a nerd,
said if he's a
as
nerd-
faithful as his options.
No, he's still gonna have options. But you said
No,
it's
he's not.
so he's
He's
still
not.
gonna
He's
cheat.
not.
All right,
He's
go-
not. He's not. Let's go ahead and do our final thought. Let's do our final thoughts on this. What you got? What you got, Nay? What you got, G?
Hypocrisy is real. That's what the hypocrisy is real. That's what it is. The men can dish it out, but they can't take it.
Final thoughts: who cheat more, men or women? You said the hypocrisy
Men
is
cheat
real, and
more.
what? What you
Men
say?
cheat more.
And men cheat more?
Yeah, just because they're men.
Okay. Okay.
It's because they're men.
And you agree with that, Nay? Men cheat more?
I do agree that men cheat more, but women, it's hard for both sexes, to be faithful. It's hard. It's a work. It takes work. So I do believe, just like G said, that men cheat more.
Okay. All right. What you got, Sean One Boogie? What y'all got?
Yeah, it's hard to say men cheat more. I don't think of it as the quantity of people you cheat with. I think it's this what's at stake. Y'all cheat more because it's more diabolical when you cheat. It's more at stake. More gets destroyed.
And don't cheat
How
more.
you say it's
Stop.
more diabolical?
Pick the nerd. Save us all. Pick the nerd. Superman and Clark can't look exactly the same. Okay. Pick the nerd.
Ray said it's in the. Excuse me. Boogie said it's in the anatomy. Hey, you said
We'll get a nerd a chance to cheat too. Then how about that?
They do cheat too.
What you got, Boogie?
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is susceptible to being cheated on or being a cheater if they're not mature enough to control their natural instinct, especially if men. Our natural instinct is to conquer, pursue, chase. This is why we're here, because of that hunger. It's a biological urge within a man, in the same way, like, I need a sandwich, I need to fuck. we have a biological urge that does not get turned off, and it's meant to be that way, which is why we can procreate longer. Now, when it comes to who's cheating is worse, I feel like it's a lot less hurtful when a man cheats, only because it's for superficial reasons. It's not because we can literally still love the woman that we cheated on. A woman is typically no longer in love with a man that she cheats on. A man can cheat on a woman because that hunger came about and he wasn't being fed. A woman, and that's biological. A woman will cheat for an emotional, and it's more of a spiritual connection. Something is off, and that's why we cannot and we fail to forgive, because we know that. We intuitively know, hey, she really was fucking with him. She didn't just fuck him. She's fucking with him. He's in her head. She will lie for this motherfucker. And when we know when we got y'all, we can get y'all to do a lot of shit. Like I said, women will throw all their rules out the window for the right man. But men, no. Usually we got a standard. We don't care if we like your ass or even love your ass. We still ain't changing that motherfucking standard a lot of times. That's why we just not forgiving it. And our standard is, once another motherfucker touches it, it's like you fucked with a dog's food. It's tainted. We can't fuck with it no more.
Amen. And it's tainted. And when you have a high body count, you are tainted.
We are, but we know that. But we know a lot more women still gonna fuck with us. When a man comes out of being a porn star, he can go get married easily. When a woman comes out of being a porn star, she typically struggles, has emotional problems, spiritual issues, goes into a depression, because now her body no longer is how she can generate and make money, and she's become just a vessel that's been ejaculated in. See, y'all are the receivers and we're the givers, and it's hard to fucking swallow that shit. But that's how we built.
Anonymous.
I mean, it's all facts. Really speaking, I think that men cheat more, women cheat better. Most women don't get caught. It just is what it is. Men too busy doing their own fucking shit to even check on y'all, to be honest. So most women don't even get caught. At the end of the day, the real answer is that everyone wants to be loved, but temptation, that shit is undefeated.
Some mother.
It's something else. This shit is undefeated. I think that what got him or her gonna keep him or her. So if y'all having sex like crazy all the time, just because we in this motherfucker for 5 years, we still be having sex like crazy. You know what I'm saying? If we got together, we in shape and sexy, let's stay in shape and sexy. If we showing attention to each other, keep showing attention. Keep going out. You know what I'm saying? Keep dating. That's what the love's lost when the dating stop. To the men out there, y'all need to keep showing her attention like them guys at work do to her. Because best believe her work husband showing her fucking attention.
Or get that money and don't have her go to no goddamn.
That too.
Right.
That too. Retire high ass right motherfucking there. All right.
Hey home, baby, you good?
Yeah, exactly. I got you.
And most women ain't turning that shit down.
They ain't turning it
They
down, man.
They're not. So that's it. We're gonna make sure we do a part 2 of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.